Okay, so we are in the full moon and an eclipse today. That's why I kind of wanted to do this today. So the full moon in Virgo is in the sign of Pisces, and Pisces is the 12th or the last sign and the polar opposite of Virgo. So that means that there's ties to our health, physical and mental, because Virgo is about the physical, Pisces is about the mental, about the spiritual, the emotional. I think we all kind of know that, and I think we all know a Pisces or two or a Virgo or two, and we can kind of see that in those people. So the thing about the lunar eclipse and what makes it so impactful is so they are 3 times more powerful and emotional than a full moon. So as an example, I had a meltdown about a week ago. I was like really, really upset. I was totally pissed off with my brother-in-law, and won't get into the details on that, but poor Daryl got the brunt of it, and he heard me freaking out. I basically yelled at him for 2 days straight. So it's not like these things don't affect me too, because they do. And then I start looking at some of this stuff and go, oh, okay, I see now. I understand what the hell happened. So, yeah, 3 times more powerful and emotional than a full moon. So, the eclipses, what else they do is they put a spotlight on situations, and it almost always offers a new piece of information, which changes your perspective on the way you look at things. Because one of the other things about an eclipse, or another way to look at it, is they always, because an eclipse is a covering up, so this time it's like we've got the earth is between the sun and the moon. That's why it's a lunar eclipse. But there's always something that is hidden with an eclipse, and once it becomes unhidden, obviously something is revealed. So this is always the case with any eclipse. And because of that very intense impact, we might get the feeling like, no, not now. I can't have this now. I don't want this to happen now. This isn't the right time. But I think we all know that the universe is not on our timing, or things that happen is not on our timing. The timing is always divine, and it's not always what we want or would like. So just kind of gotta get used to that, right? And accept that. And it's not always easy, but it is something that we have to learn to do. So eclipses, their job is to create progress and productivity. So basically they will highlight or reveal or put a spotlight on things that need our attention. And sometimes it's that we've been ignoring something. Sometimes it's that we are choosing to completely go in the opposite direction. We may be pushed in one way and kind of push back and go, no, I don't want to do it that way. I don't want to do it that way. But these are the things that eclipses kind of like shove in our face. And because they shove them in our face, we have no choice but to deal with it. It's the proverbial 2x4 right in the back of the head. So because this is a full moon eclipse, and with the full moon, as you know, they're about endings. So something may come to an end. And the way the eclipses work, again, it could be not necessarily tomorrow or next week, but the energy could be there for 6 months. So I think what we're going to have to do one of these days is kind of like go back and review the previous 6 months, because I think right now we should be ending anything that started in March, because we had eclipses in March as well. And if I'm not mistaken, that was the Cancer Capricorn one, which also affected me very heavily. So I should be getting out of that now and just have tech issues. Hopefully that's all that's going to happen to me now, but we'll see. So just as a matter of interest, there's usually 4 eclipses in a year. Some years can have 8. This year there's 4. So this month we have 2. So we've got this lunar eclipse in Virgo, and on the 21st we've got the solar eclipse, which is also in Virgo, and we kind of touched on that last time with the new moon when it was at 0 degrees of Virgo, and now we're going to be, I think it's going to be at 29 degrees of Virgo, but that's also a solar eclipse, so that's also going to be pretty impactful as well. So yeah, that's the 21st and the 22nd. So this whole series started back in September 2024 when we had a full moon eclipse in Pisces, and that continued until March. So remember I said about that March period, and then we will get that whatever we were experiencing then is going to continue until March 2026. So the Capricorn Cancer stuff that kind of happened from March until now is kind of done, but prior to that we had this Virgo in Pisces again, and we're going to have that again for the next little part of 2026. And that's also interesting because I've seen a lot of things talking about this Pisces Neptune energy that's supposed to be coming up, and how that's going to be pretty impactful as well. And it's going to be all about water, and again with health. There's been talk about, I don't know whether it's true or not, we haven't gotten there, but there's been speculation that this could mean another pandemic coming up, because again, Virgo is the health sign, but Pisces being the water sign, so the thought has been this pandemic that comes up may be through something that's waterborne, but I'm wondering if it's a mental health thing, because Pisces is about the mental health too, the emotional stuff. So that's not something I've actually really heard much about, but I kind of wonder if that has something to do with it. So that's going to be from, until August or September 2026. So I think we may see something coming up with that. The only good thing about this particular eclipse is that Jupiter is in there, and Jupiter is kind of like softening things. So I'll take it, because eclipses are pretty harsh. So if they're going to throw in a little bit of softness, I'll take it. So this full moon and this eclipse are especially impactful for the mutable signs: Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So the Virgo and Pisces obviously make sense because those are the 2 polarities that are affected this particular time. So I think that's kind of interesting that they're getting hit a few times. I think Pisces and Virgo have been hit a few times lately. So maybe we should try to be a little bit nicer to them. Or not. Depends on how you are with your Virgo and Pisces friends. But anyhow, so with that in mind, so I've got some information about each of the signs. And so just remember that, this doesn't only apply to your sun sign, which I think Jessica was saying to me that Joy is an Aquarius. So welcome to our first Aquarian. But you have to remember to listen also to your rising and your moon signs as well, because there could be something in there that is meaningful for you. So, Aries, this eclipse will brighten your mood and show you the importance of home and having support from those you care about. You will see your potential begin to flourish over the next several weeks, and old chapters will come to a close. Start believing in your talents and abilities. Saturn in this sign is preparing you for the next phase of your life. So take control and thrive. This lunation wants you to be confident so you can complete your objectives over the next several months. Taurus. With the collaborative energy through the roof during this eclipse, you will receive splendid news that you can build upon now that Mercury is direct. There will be periods where patience is demanded of you, especially if you are working on an ongoing project that is coming to a close. Learn how to prioritize what you want to do and uncover. Virgo season also teaches you that falling in love could be an enchanting boost, as it will make you feel self-assured. Time management could also be a saving grace at this time if you tend to take on too many projects at once. Gemini. With the eclipse energy this week, something potent within you will awaken, and it will give you a sense of peace and harmony as you strive to build something impactful for your future. This is your moment to take back control of the spotlight. This transit will bring opportunities to experience ongoing success. This is a season to celebrate your accomplishments and take pride in yourself. Your achievements will be noticed during this period. However, if you want to start something new, you should wait until the next new moon. Cancer. Believe it or not, there is a lot of confidence associated with this energy. Eclipse season is here to show you what is no longer working and what needs to change. The transits this week give you the grounding needed to make your dreams a reality. With this guidance, you may experience a period where your personal growth is highlighted. Pick up a good book, start a course, or learn from others at this time. Leo. This Pisces eclipse will bring a lot of unexpected changes that will directly impact your finances. Be methodical, focus on action plans, and don't let the rose-colored glasses get the best of you. Eclipse season is about bringing new and positive habits that help us grow. Negative spending habits might change as you center more on self-improvement. Virgo season is showing you how to be more practical and set a blueprint for continued success over the next several months. Virgo. Love and friendships will be a meaningful part of your story during this essential eclipse cycle. If you weren't as diligent with choosing friends or partners, this eclipse will bring this to your attention. Plus, Saturn makes it pretty hard to ignore this message. A new beginning for connecting with others awaits you, and this eclipse teaches you to be picky with the people you meet. In the realm of love, don't give your heart to anyone and keep your standards high. Libra. Learning to prioritize yourself has been a theme since the Saturn and Aries transit, and this Pisces eclipse will echo the message once more. Developing a stronger relationship with yourself will allow you to make deeper bonds with others. The eclipse energy will teach you how to work better with others as long as you are willing to listen to them. Now that Mercury is in the exalted sign of Virgo, you will have a better understanding of what you may need to work on with your communication moving forward. Scorpio. This Pisces eclipse brings gorgeous energy for water signs like you. It highlights the talents you have and what you can build in the future. It can be a triumphant transit, especially with Saturn and Jupiter giving you plenty of support and self-assurance. You can utilize this transit to focus on grounding energy, either in your career or relationships. Either way, you still shine brighter than ever before with Venus in Leo. This transit allows you to see just how magnetic you can be, both in leadership positions and in the realm of love. Sagittarius. While much of your energy is focused on home and family, the eclipse can also make you consider what you would like to build during the Virgo season. While there may be tensions within your professional life, you are given the essential tools to help you get back to being the best. Getting to the top may be easy, but staying number one takes effort. The Virgo energy will show you the magic you can create for yourself as long as you don't lose sight of the prize. Venus in Leo boosts your confidence and provides you with breakthroughs in your thinking process. Capricorn. Feeling more engaged with the work you've been doing may be a manifestation of the transit. Eclipse energy will help you connect with your muses at this time. Writers could find the inspiration to finish a chapter that kept them stumped, while artists may discover a new technique that could amplify their work. if you are doubting what you have produced or your abilities, you may surprise yourself in the long run. Virgo season ignites and fuels your ideas to let them soar. Do not be afraid to research and make more edits. Aquarius. The lunar eclipse in Pisces will awaken a new love for the routines that you have. Virgo season allows you to reconnect with your plan and schedule. This may be a period when you wake up earlier to track your tasks or make more time for your hobbies. At this time, you have the opportunity to focus on the things that bring you happiness. So incorporating moments of joy will be essential. Pisces, the lunar eclipse in your sign is the start of something powerful. It brings your motivation to new heights, and you may experience a flurry of nostalgic, romantic energy. Learn from the past and apply those lessons to the present. Thankfully, Saturn is back in your sign, showing you the areas in your life where you need to make changes or enhance your communication. The eclipse will impact your social network as well as your career. This is the time to make changes if needed. So, something for everybody during this eclipse. And as you know, this is also the time for releasing. So we're going to write out what it is we want to release and then burn it. So with that in mind, what I'm going to do is kind of take you into a little bit of a meditation. And what this meditation is going to do, I hope, is to kind of highlight the positives in your life so that when it comes time to consider what it is you need to release, hopefully you can hone in on what those are. Because if you already know what the positives are and what you're grateful for in your life, maybe it'll kind of highlight what you need to let go of. So with that, I invite you all now to kind of like get comfortable and close your eyes, and let's take a little trip. So take a deep, relaxing breath in, gently, and slowly exhale. Take another deep breath in, hold it for 4 counts, and release it softly. Your body is at ease, soft and pliable. You are safe, and you feel yourself relaxing deeper and deeper with each slow breath. Quietly scan down your body, beginning with the crown of your head. Take a deep breath and release any tension on your out breath. Let this feeling of relaxation soften the muscles around your face, temples, and jaw. Don't clench your teeth. Let your tongue rest gently on the roof of your mouth. Take another deep breath and become aware of any tension in your neck and shoulders. Breathe in, and as you exhale, let your shoulders drop, becoming soft and relaxed. Let this feeling of relaxation spread down your arms and into your fingers, down your chest and abdomen, your back, your legs, right down to your toes. Breathe to your own rhythm and let your whole body become heavy, soft, and relaxed. Now, see yourself walking through a beautiful valley. There are beautiful trees all around. The ground beneath your feet is moist, soft, moss covered. The occasional twig crackles under your feet as you accidentally step on it. Smell the woodsy scent. Keep walking around, admiring your surroundings. See the flowers, the vines climbing onto tree trunks, wild berry bushes, the little creek that is flowing along the path you are walking on. Feel the bright sunshine as the rays filter through the branches. You feel the warmth of it on your face. Oh, it feels so comforting. See a clearing coming up. There's a table with a big antique-looking book with empty pages and a beautiful white feather pen. Pick the pen up, dip it in the jet black ink, and start writing out the things that you are most grateful for. Perhaps family, friends, job, relationships, your possessions, your home, health, food, anything else that you are grateful for. Take your time and write these things down. Put the pen down now. Get up from your seated position and start walking back from the way you came. Notice that slowly your body is becoming a mist, a heavy, dewy mist. Feel the dense mist filling your whole body, floating down through to the tips of your toes, slowly backfilling until it fills your whole body. Feel the mist become your flesh, bones, blood, muscles, but it makes your body very light and airy. Let's take a few grounding breaths, deep breaths, while we get back to our bodies. Feel that our feet have grown roots into the ground and that we are connected with Mother Earth. Start feeling that your body is alive again. Feel the blood pulse through your body. Feel alive. Start wiggling your toes, your fingers. Shift your spine. Move your head to the right and then to the left, forwards, backwards. Slow, deliberate movements. And when you are ready, open your eyes and come back. Are we all back, or did I lose a few of you? Okay, so now that we have considered all that we are grateful for and what we have in our lives, hopefully that allows us to kind of figure out what we need to consciously release. Because the other part of this lunar eclipse is to acknowledge what we're grateful for. Although the full moon is about releasing what no longer serves us, we need to be grateful for what we do have. So whatever you need to release, it could be an emotion like anger, fear, doubt, anxiety, guilt, shame, jealousy. Maybe you want to release something that's causing us pain, like dis-ease, a person, a relationship, job, stress. Maybe we need to release some clutter, physical or mental. Remember, the Virgo might help us get rid of the physical stuff. It will help pinpoint what that is. And the Pisces maybe can pinpoint the emotional and spiritual stuff that we need to kind of look at. And then, of course, as usual, we need to burn this. I'm going to make Daryl take a little video of whether my stuff burns quickly or not this time, because every time it's burned quickly, I've never done that. So I need proof because usually my stuff burns slowly, but the last few times it's been burning quickly. And to be fair, I have definitely noticed a change in myself since July. And very coincidentally, that's when my stuff burned very quickly. So maybe that was the time that was actually meant to go poof, and it did. So, a couple of things to consider. So if you remember, so actually, first of all, the solar eclipse is going to be on the 21st, which is 2 weeks today, also a Sunday. So I think we'll meet again that day. That's when we're going to set some intentions. And this is something to think about as well now, between now and when that happens. Because if you recall, 2 weeks ago when we met, when Virgo was at 0, we were in that cocoon stage, and it was almost like we were almost ready to do anything, but we didn't know what that was going to look like. So now that we've had a chance to sort of like figure out what we're grateful for and what we do have, and maybe what we need to get rid of, maybe that can help us decide where we're going and which intentions we're going to need to set for the next time we meet, which is also the autumn equinox. And every time I look ahead, I'm always fascinated how much crap is coming up. The next 4 full moons are like massive again, and it's like, what the hell? I keep saying this every time, and yet every time it seems to be the case. And just as a little tidbit, the last time we had the September full moon in Virgo, right, in the sign of Pisces, was in 2006. So now obviously the other planets will be in different positions, but you might want to consider what kind of things happened back in 2006, because it may kind of give you a little bit of an idea what this eclipse is going to bring us. So something else to consider. So with that, I am going to close and stop the video.